Also, I want to kill this misnomer that you mess up foods, that you can't cook. Folk, anyone can cook. The reason you can't cook according to yourself is you're trying to base the taste and how it looks upon what somebody else has done. To me, in my kitchen, I don't make mistakes. I make creations. So there's never a mistake. Whatever doesn't look like the way it's supposed to look, I make it taste good and I serve it differently. So you gotta challenge your mind and get out of this focused thinking that we've been forced to be into. Like things should look a certain way. When people say things should look a certain way, it's only an illusion. It looks the way they want it to look. But guess what? If I mess it up, it now looks the way I want it to look. And I simply clean it up by adding spices and sauces and so forth. And guess what? No one knows the difference. And all they say is, oh my God, this tastes wonderful. So for the beginners, and even for the folk who've cooked for a long time, you can't mess up with these spices. This is my arsenal. I have olive oil in one, oregano and olive oil, and rosemary and olive oil. Folk, these taste great on anything. If you're the worst cook in the world, I'm telling you, this tastes good on anything. For instance, if you're cooking some vegetables like green beans, right? And you get the frozen ones that are steamable. Get some salt, lightly salt them, a little rosemary and olive oil. Folk, people will tear that stuff up. They think you stayed in the kitchen all day long. Another arsenal I have in the kitchen is complete seasoning, complete seasoning. Folk, this is good on anything. So what you have is, these are your main arsenals. Your rosemary and olive oil, your oregano and olive oil. You can put basil in olive oil, your salt, and really it's any spices. Don't forget, your seasoning is not the salt. Salt balances everything. The seasoning is in the spices. You cannot make a mistake. Guess what? The rosemary and olive oil can go on meats. People, I love it on steak. I love it on roast. And guess what? You can add this olive oil and rosemary, even if you add other spices. The oregano can go on your bread. It can go in spaghetti. It can go in any of your pastas. It can go on anything, folks. Trust me on this. If you use these four things, people are going to love your food. Not only people, but satisfy yourself. You're going to love your foods. These can go on anything. And the last thing, remember this. There are no mistakes in the kitchen. There are only creations. Repeat after me. There are no mistakes. There are only creations.